It was the shootout seen round the world. 10 years ago tomorrow, two men robbed a North Hollywood bank and then battled it out with police, leaving a trail of victims behind. KCAL 9's Soraya Fidel is live in North Hollywood at the scene of the crime. Remember it like yesterday, Soraya.
Well, that's right, Pat. Here at Laurel Canyon in Kittredge, where people still live and work, they remember what they heard and they remember what they saw.
Police on the scene just driving up, bullets being exchanged, fire.
They are images North Hollywood will never forget.
People who were shooting, they were going on the streets, and it was horrible.
A bank robbery resulted in an hour-long gun battle between two heavily armed suspects and hundreds of Los Angeles police officers. It was on live TV 10 years ago tomorrow.
Bullets were going. They almost hit one woman in the head. Bullet hit up there. The shrapnel came over my head, and there was a bullet down there that long on the floor, and I got under the table. I've never been able to get down on my knees, but I sure did this time.
Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Matasareño were gunned down. Both were 26. A dozen police officers and two civilians were wounded.
I don't forget people screaming.
Bank of America employees like Jorge Sosa are still haunted. Today, he's more vigilant.
Check the door before they leave, that's the precaution we have.
Los Angeles city leaders and Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa will be here tomorrow night to commemorate the 10th anniversary of this shootout here in North Hollywood. The community here will also hold a candlelight vigil later that night. We're live in North Hollywood. Soraya Fidel, KCAL 9.
On this day, 10 years ago, two bank robbers took on the LAPD in a shootout shown live around the world. Today, the people and the players involved in that battle are gathering in North Hollywood to commemorate the event. As our KCAL 9's Soraya Fidel is live with more. Soraya?
And Mia, here at Laurel Canyon in Kittredge is where the bank heist took place and where the gun battle broke out. People who still live and work here say they remember it as if it were yesterday.
Police on the scene just driving up, bullets being exchanged, fire being exchanged.
They are images North Hollywood will never forget. 10 years later, they still remember what they saw and what they heard.
You can see a fusillade of bullets into this suspect vehicle as police open fire, and you can see that the suspect is also opening fire straight through the windshield of the car.
The violent shootout was captured on live TV 10 years ago today. A bank robbery gone bad resulted in an hour-long gun battle between two heavily armed suspects and hundreds of Los Angeles police officers.
One bullet hit up there. The shrapnel came over my head, and there was a bullet down there that long on the floor, and I got under the table. I've never been able to get down on my knees, but I sure did this time.
The nation watched as two suspects armed with automatic weapons fired more than 1,000 rounds, holding a North Hollywood neighborhood hostage.
I was just finished my shopping and ready to go to my car, and they started shooting.
And suddenly all of the fires started. Bullets were going. They almost hit one woman in the head. It's been a very, very awful experience.
Suspects Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Matasareño were gunned down, both 26 years old. A dozen police officers and two civilians were wounded. Bank of America employees like Jorge Sosa say they will never forget that frightening day. He's still haunted, and today is more vigilant on the job.
Oh yeah, for security, precaution is the best thing to do, and check the door before they leave, that's the precaution we have.
Now, today we are seeing blue and red ribbons to mark the 10th anniversary along this block. City leaders and Mayor Villaraigosa will be here to commemorate the 10th anniversary of this shooting with a flyover. We are told there will also be a candlelight vigil in this community. The governor has designated this day as Law Enforcement Day. And it is important to note that there have been some challenges. It has been hard for this community and the officers to move forward the last 10 years. We are told some of the employees here at this branch have retired, as well as some of the officers who were involved. We're live here in North Hollywood. Soraya Fidel.